Welcome to the Copper Box in Stratford, just on the edge of the Olympic Park. It's WBBL D-Day for London Lions and the Leicester Riders. Leicester Riders in the midst of a bit of a slump. London Lions just keep rolling on, and if results go their way here and at Sevenoaks Suns, they can be crowned WBBL champions this evening. I'm with Mike Hanson-Morris. Mike, what an occasion and a big crowd in here today.
Yeah, for sure, and obviously first double header with the women going afterwards, so the residual coming from the men's game, a good win for Lions against the Eagles, but here a rematch of the trophy final, which was a highly entertaining game.
Yeah, and you spoke to both coaches before the game. Let's listen to what they had to say.
Crew Mesh, welcome to the Copper Box. Obviously, off the back of a loss yesterday, what's the mood in the camp at the moment?
It's a little bit low. Mood in camp's low. We've had two not so great performances the last two games. I think the season's here now, so we just got to gather ourselves and get some positives out today.
And what do you think's changed in the last couple of games for you?
Nothing really. We're fatigued. We're tired. We have a roster that's played every game possible that's available to us so far, so including university. So it is part of what it is, and we were going to hit a lull at some point, and this is unfortunately sure as this right now. But it's happened before. We've got some weeks before the playoffs, so all it is about focusing on us and rebuilding ourselves back up again.
And obviously in the Copper Box, you played Lions 3 times this year. What was your takeaway from the trophy final that you want to build on today?
Just keep doing what we were trying to focus on. I think we're better when we focus on our stuff, trying to make sure we keep pace with the Lions, okay, but not trying to hit the home run pass straight away. Try to be consistent with what we're trying to do over the game, rather than try to go for the killer moments early.
Well, thank you and best of luck this evening.
Thanks.
Stella, obviously before we turn our attention to today's game, we'll look back at yesterday. How was the performance in Durham for you and the team?
It was good. It's every game at this time of period, it's a hard game for us, so we need to take it step by step. We prepare each game separately. We did a job yesterday. We want today is a new day. We need to come out ready and play and take the result we want.
And what's been the most pleasing aspect for you over the last couple of weeks as we wrap up the league season?
Well, actually, I think that every day we get better, we improve, we find a really good chemistry, and I think that the girls are trying really hard and we play the way we want, so it's a pleasure for me to be with them every day.
And obviously this is a Leicester team. You played in the trophy final not long ago. What do you need to build on today to come out with a win?
Well, I think it will be a different game than the last one. We are prepared, and I believe Leicester is prepared as well. So for me, the target is to stay focused on us and do what we have to do on the best way we can, and we will see at the end.
Well, thank you for your time and best of luck this evening.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, both coaches spoken to, Mike, and interesting back and forth with you and Krumesh Patel there.
Yeah, interesting. Obviously, talking fatigue, it has been a busy month, but they had the Manchester game where they didn't end up with a back-to-back. And ultimately, at this level, there's no excuses for fatigue. You've got Lions played European games as well. You've had so many teams play that they've just got to find some energy. But for Lions, it's about just keeping that momentum going. They've come off the back of the trophy final and played really good basketball, including that win in Durham yesterday.
Yeah, they're just taking teams apart, and Leicester Riders were going so well. They were leading this league, and then they stumbled at Sevenoaks Suns, and of course Sevenoaks Suns can have a massive say in what happens and where this championship goes today.
Yeah, for sure, and I think for Leicester it's about, there's a lot of time before the playoffs in terms of weeks, but in games you need to find some rhythm going into playoffs. You never want to go in off the back foot. And next week isn't easy. They've got Sheffield at home next Saturday, also on the road next Saturday, so that's going to be important for them just to find some rhythm. But can they put in what we saw in Glasgow in the trophy final and really push this Lions team?
Yeah, and there's our referees for today, Farouz Dedavan, Daniel Cox, Lewis Walker, Everton. And yes, they've got to try and recreate that. That's the closest that Leicester have been to London Lions by a long way in that trophy final. And they're big players like Oleana Squiles and Ashley Arlen, the captain, those big players. And Hannah Robb's got to shoot the lights out as well, Mike.
Yeah, for sure. In the trophy final, they made 9 threes. A lot of them were early in the game, but the free balls disappeared the last couple of games. Ashley Arlen, back-to-back bad games for her. It's something we rarely see, and you're always going to have a blip in the season, and now it's a big time for the captain to try and step up and put her impact on the final. But she's also got the defensive end guard in Kiki Herbert-Harrigan.
Yeah, Mackenzie Johnson again, also a massive player for Leicester Riders. And as for London Lions, well, MVP, a lot of the weeks it seems to go backwards and forwards between Holly Winterburn and Kiki Herbert-Harrigan.
Yeah, they combined for 51 in that trophy final, so 51 of 81, huge impact. But probably for me, the person to keep an eye on is Shanice Beckford-Norton off the bench. She made a huge impact in that trophy final. As London started slow, she was the one that stepped into the void. She had another big game against Durham yesterday, so that's the rhythm they've got to try and go through. But we've, as seen all year, it's that depth of this Lions team that's so impressive.
Yeah, and they've been relentless. When I spoke to Kiki after their last big win, it's like they're at 0-0 the whole game, as if they're trying to fight and scrap for every possession. She came out really strong in the last game, in the first few minutes. Offensive rebounds, putting all the pressure onto the opposition, and Leicester Riders have got to be ready for that today.
Yeah, she was unguardable in the trophy final, obviously 33, but the way she's playing. But the interesting thing for Lions is a change in the starting five with Ty Battle getting the start over Azania Stewart. So I wonder if they're just trying to be a little bit quicker and keep the transition pace going, because obviously Ty Battle runs the floor so well.
Yeah, starting Cincina, Winterburn, Herbert-Harrigan, Murray and Battle versus Robb, Squires, Brown, Arlen and Johnson. And we're underway at the Copper Box. It is D-Day for the WBBL Championship. London Lions can be crowned the champions if they win here against Leicester Riders for the fourth time this season, and Sevenoaks Suns beat Caledonia Gladiators. And of course Gladiators beat Leicester Riders yesterday. Great roll, and Noliana Squires can't get it to go. That was perfectly drawn up. They got to finish. And the rebound from Arlen.
Yeah, and those are the ones Leicester be missing. If you're in an offensive slump, you get a layup for your second highest score on the team straight off the bat, and now she gets another look off the back door.
Yeah, nice movement off the ball. Exactly what Leicester have got to do. They've got to play on the front foot. And here comes Murray and Herbert-Harrigan thinking about it. Winterburn. Still Winterburn. Ball stuck momentarily in on the far side. Here goes Holly. And good defence from Leicester Riders. They're pushing ahead. Extra pass, Robb, mid-range, knocks it down. Nothing with net. We spoke about it pre-game. Good start.
Yeah, Hannah Robb, obviously GB international as well, along with Kirsty Brown for the Riders, made a huge impact in that. But it's interesting, the first time we've seen all year, arguably, that Lions, the ball movement stuck, and Leicester did a really good job of taking away the cuts.
Yeah, Hannah Robb, 11.4 points a game. And such a big part of this Riders team. Battle, good block from Arlen. So much experience. Leicester Riders, number 31. Inside, and they're going strong. Can't get it to go. And it will remain Leicester Riders' ball. Riders in third in the league with a record of 15-4. And London Lions, top of the tree, 17-1. And in between those two teams, Caledonia Gladiators, 15-4.
And this is where Riders have struggled last couple of games. Baseline out of bounds has been horrendous for Riders, as more turnovers off out of bounds than scores. So this is an area they want to fix, but already low in the clock.
Inside, enough defence from Kiki to stop Brown's effort. Holly Winterburn. Kiki Herbert-Harrigan steps outside, back dribble. Taylor Murray, so impressive with her pace. They're really playing, stretching the defence. Shot clock running down. Good defence on the perimeter and stopping the drive. Here comes Leicester Riders pushing. Still going. Left hand finish from Arlen. And Leicester Riders are on top at the moment, Mike.
And that's the Leicester Riders we want to see. We want to see the team pushing the ball, playing in transition. That's where they're the best. But really, it's about Lions looking after the ball now. Two uncharacteristic turnovers early on.
Ashley Arlen, 14.5 points a game, and Cincina with her favourite shot. Taylor Murray getting inside. They can't let London Lions get on the boards. And Taylor Murray, good job.
Yeah, and that was when I rewatched the trophy final this morning. And it was interesting that Leicester dominated the glass in the trophy final. London did a better job in the second half, but London really struggled with Leicester being aggressive on the boards in the first half. But what's interesting as well is they've changed the matchup yet again on Kiki Herbert-Harrigan. And in the cup final, it was Hannah Robb that got the assignment. In the trophy final, it was Mackenzie Johnson. And now we're seeing Kirsty Brown. So it's interesting, those chess matches between the coaches, to see how that plays out, to try and find those little things that can make a difference.
And Mike Hanson Morris, the guru of British basketball, bringing all his experience here today, and we We're really hoping this is going to be a epic matchup. The Suns winning 16-15 versus the Gladiators. We'll keep you across that game. Johnston, Arlen goes baseline, taken away by Battle. Shot clock running down again, throws up, and good defense, enough defense from the London Lions. Murray pulls up mid-range, nothing but net. Taylor Murray.
Yeah, and again, that's Lions' pace and transition emphasis. They ripped Durham apart in transition yesterday, but for Leicester, no one just picking up the ball, and Taylor Murray just able to walk right into that elbow jumper.
And the crowd is going to be a big factor here. Open three, off the glass, no good. Ball's loose. And Murray with another rebound.
Yeah, and Kirsty Brown can shoot the three as well. It's not often you see that, but she's made a couple recently, so another good look for Leicester.
Nice give and go, and get out of here, says Arlen. Battle all the way across. Holly Winterburn up and away for three. And Holly Winterburn, second leading scorer on this team, shows what she can do with some range.
Yeah, and Winterburn obviously inside-outside threat, but for Leicester just collapsing off the block and then not being able to scramble to shoot us.
Squires just off. Kiki with another rebound. Herbert Harrigan.
Ooh, maybe got away with a push-off.
Yeah, a lot of defence there. They've got to play on the front foot, Leicester Riders. Here goes Arlen, still Arlen, off the glass. Or back rim, no good. Ty Battle couldn't get her hands on the rebound, and it's going to be a baseline ball to Leicester Riders, but it's a steady start for Leicester Riders.
Yeah, and again, it comes down to missed layups. It's the third or fourth missed layup, and we're 4.5 minutes into the game. So if Leicester, that's how you need to beat Lions. You need to take every easy opportunity there. Arlen getting caught in between two minds in transition.
And Herbert Harrigan out. Azania Stewart, fresh from the commentary position, onto the floor. Multi-talented, number 88 for London Lions. Arlen, guarded by Battle, hands off. Shots up from deep, and it's just out from Squires. Azania straight in with a defensive rebound, just cleaning up the defensive glass. Stewart, hands off. Quick pass to Battle, all the way across Cincina. That's nice. That's really good. And beautiful assist from Cincina. And Krumesh Patel has seen enough. It's timeout. Leicester Riders here. And London Lions just starting to move through the gears, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, Lions clinical in the pick and roll, Leicester hesitant, but that's really the story early on. It's Leicester's defensive mistakes that are hurting them. The overhelp after the block, not picking up in the ball in transition, and they're just miscommunication on the pick and roll. So Lions doing a good job of being taken advantage of what they've got. But for Leicester, that's stuff that you can avoid, and that's the things they're really trying to tidy up as they try and find this rhythm going.
And it's interesting that they've got Battle and Stewart on at the same time. That gets them a real 1-2 punch inside, outside. And as you said, Battle moves really nicely.
Yeah, that Battle can match up with so many different types of play. We saw that in a European campaign where she guarded, went in as a small ball 5 times, went in as a 4, 1 or 2 times went in the 3, because she's got that athleticism and ability to guard multiple positions. So a really impressive tight rookie season for Battle. But obviously it's that Azania, that impact she has in the final season, that experience just to settle things down, that rebound really getting the team going, of tidying that up.
Yeah, no messing about when Azania's in the game. She understands the rebounding, the pick and roll, the handoffs, and she comes in and good things happen. And Battle stays on the floor. And as for Leicester Riders, adjustments on that movement off ball and the pick and roll, Mike?
Yeah, it'll be off ball movement, but also be talking offensive end. You're a team that struggled the last 2 games offensively, and you've got 4 points in 5 minutes. And to be honest, they've had fairly good looks. So it's sometimes just about for having that confidence now to just make open shots.
Let's see how they go straight out of this timeout. Lions lead 9-4. They need to win. Sevenoaks Suns need to beat Gladiators. Lions will be the WBBL winners. And turnover, and it's Zania Stewart ahead to Winterburn. No, she misses on the wraparound layup. Squires keeps it in bounds. Steps back. Ball's up, just short. Rebound Cincina across to Taylor Murray, and London Lions in transition. Inside, Azania Stewart squares up, attacks, and gets the contact. And that's really smart play with the Irish international Fiona O'Dwyer doing her best to deal with Stewart.
Yeah, and O'Dwyer, again, it all comes from that lack of discipline. What you really want is Azania right there to shoot that ball. You're happy with that, but instead you jump, you get off balance, you're late, and then that little bump is just the experience of Azania just to lean in, knowing that foul's always going to come, and now earns a chance at the charity stripe.
Yeah, Azania Stewart, 6.4 points a game, 4.7 rebounds. 76% from the line. What can you say about Azania Stewart that hasn't already been said before?
She can run in transition. We saw that yesterday at Durham. We had Azania got out ahead of everyone and had 2 fast break layups, and the Lions bench was going crazy at that, showing she's still got the speed. But no, Azania, I mean, it says itself, and obviously one of her final games in her career, she'll look to finish strong.
Yeah, Azania looking to hang up the boots. Here goes the open jump shot is good for the Riders.
And Emma Fee's had a really under-the-radar season in her rookie season at Winona State Division 2. Just been a glue to this ride. Has been an extra player in the rotation that's really helped.
And ball goes the other way as they've tried to go inside to Azania Stewart. The Lions and the Riders doing just enough.
And we've seen that look plenty of times. But as Azania would say, what if she was in our seats, Graham? That's why we're not referees.
Exactly. But good job that time by O'Dwyer, cutting off the passing lane. So, Riders, can they get a bucket? Fee, hands off. Squires being closely monitored everywhere she goes. And there is Stewart again. Brilliant play by Azania Stewart on the floor, and she hands it off to her teammate.
Yeah, and obviously got the foul on the reach round. But it's interesting that Azania doesn't matter. She's got that. I'm just going to go 100% every time. And there you see it. Biggest player on the floor, first on the floor to keep the ball. And that's such a good credit to what she instills in teammates as well. And we've seen that with the players coming through the line system over with her last year, and obviously Jo Leedon-Warner.
Yeah, and Cincina said it. Her favourite teammate of this Lions team is Azania Stewart because she cares. And you can talk to her, and she really wants the best for her, obviously herself, but for her team primarily. So turnover there for the Lions. Riders have a chance to cut it to a 2-point game if they can make a 3. Squires, guarded by Murray. You've got to be careful. I'm sure she knows, Oleana. Murray is super quick. O'Dwyer. And Cincina right there. Squires, shot clock running down again. Almost stolen by Squires. O'Dwyer's got to attack. Off balance, and great D by Cincina, and they run out of time. And each game I see Katerina play defence, she's impressing me more and more. It's not just a 1 or 2 trick pony, she's got the full package.
Yeah, indeed, and obviously it's the veteran experience of being able to not lock into the nuances of a scout. What do I need to do to defend players to give me the best advantage? Foot speed's not her number one thing, but she can use that IQ just to take away some of those deficiencies.
Just off from Azania on the elbow jump shot. They get it back. Offensive rebound. Deep 3 off for Cincina. She wasn't going to turn that one down. Just a little bit edgy here. I think Lions are realising this is a big game. This is not like a regular game.
No, and obviously, again, but this mirrors the trophy final. Neither team started that quickly, just trying to feel each other out. But this is what you expect when you've got 2 top teams going at each other. Everything is difficult, and it's just going to take time.
Yeah, as we alluded to, Leicester Riders have had their struggles lately with a couple of losses, but they still have had a strong season. They've got to rekindle that strength. Here comes Beckford Norton. Quick pass across, back outside, transition, just off for the 3 from Cincina. Gets her own rebound, and as with 3-pointers, the rebound goes long, and there's a whistle and a block.
Let's have a look at that on the replay. I'm not sure Squires does a lot wrong, but...
Well, they had plenty of players in front of Cincina there, didn't they? There was no way she was getting through. Substitutions for the Riders.
But Lions will be happy with the 2 good looks back-to-back for Cincina. It's only a matter of time till she knocks one down.
She's 100% from the free throw line. And Murray out. And Kiki Herbert-Harrigan back in. That's not a bad substitution.
But you've also got Vorpal, who's missed a couple of games injured, didn't play against Nottingham on Monday, did not play in Durham yesterday as well. So I did kind of wonder if Lions were just trying to hold her back to make sure she was ready. Is Ashley Arlen potentially bleeding? Can't quite see. You can't see it off to your left.
Yeah, and of course Vorpal came in when Holly Winterburn went down with the ankle, and she was superb.
For Arlen not to be in the lineup, there's something definitely wrong. So we'll see what's going on there.
Sincina continues to be superb at the free throw line. And Sincina off. And Winterburn in. So plenty of substitutions in this first quarter, because it's going to be high-octane basketball right through this WBBL matchup. Shots off, no good, and Azania again rips that rebound down. Hands it to Vorpal. Vorpal looking at Azania for the screen. She attacks, kicks, extra pass. Holly thought about it, but Hannah Robb just got out to her in time. Now Azania has the long elbow shot, and that is smooth as silk.
Yeah, a little home court roll, but lovely ball movement by the Lions. The penetration, even though Winterburn could have shot it, I can get a better shot.
Yeah.
And an 18-footer for Azania is definitely something she's comfortable with.
Smart offense by the Lions. Riders have to respond. They don't want this lead to start ballooning. Feet all the way across. Eastford's Yates. And they run out of time. Twice now, Lions have been able to force a 24-second turnover. Great defence without fouling by the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, Leicester right now looking for backdoor cuts time and time again, and they're not there, and then there's no secondary action right now for Lions. So now the ball handler's keeping the ball at the top, nowhere to go, no flow, and Lions have done a really good job of taking that away.
Beckford Norton at the top to Holly, who doesn't hesitate, just off. And rebound by the Riders. Kenzie Johnson. Up top, across the feet. Hands off to Rob, who's going to let it fly. Beautiful arc on that shot, Mike, and it just rolls over the front of the rim. Nice job by the Riders.
Yeah, and so needed. That was only their second field goal in the last 7 minutes, and that's just one that if you can get a stop now and the score to end the quarter, you've got momentum all of a sudden.
Harrigan attacks. And a lot of contact, but she was able to stay balanced, Kiki Herbert-Harrigan, and finish off the glass. So time running down, end of the first quarter, really running down now for the Riders. Pull-up jump shot is off, and Shanice Beckford-Norton throws it long, finishes short, and 17-9. London Lions lead over Leicester Riders. They're in control, but it's not the full free-throwing London Lions we've had previously.
Yeah, and you've got to credit both defences. They really have dictated this tempo, but really it's the Lions that have dominated by forcing Riders late into the shot clock. It feels like every possession we suddenly see a 5 or 4 left on the shot clock.
Yeah, and here's some of the stats. 4 of 11 for 2, 3 of 11 for Riders. And rebounds, 13-10 Lions, 4 assists each, 4 turnovers, Lions 6 to the Riders.
Yeah, and I'd say Leicester have done an okay job looking after the ball at times, but if those turnovers keep going at 6 a quarter, at some point that's going to catch up with you and really allow Lions to get that transition offence going. And that was the difference in the trophy final, was points off turnovers.
Yeah, and we've seen the scoring leaders there as well. And such a big game, a big crowd, the biggest we've had, because most of the games here for London Lions are at 12:30 if they're preceding the men's game. Today they've done it the other way around. Massive crowd for the men's game, and a lot of the fans have stayed with new fans coming in for this women's game. What have Riders got to do to try and get back on track here, Mike?
I think before I touch on that, just the crowd in general, the step the WBBL have made this year, the fact that in the past this would have been challenging the record crowd, but this year we've had so many teams put on bigger events, try and get more people in, putting the women in the late slot.
Yeah.
A good move by Lions. Hopefully we might see a couple of that moving forward, a couple more times of that, because it really showcases the talent we've got in the British game. But for Riders now, it's just about converting the easy opportunities, but really, what do you want if the backdoor cut's not there? Lions have taken that away, so what is plan B for the Riders? And we've not seen that so far.
Yeah, good breakdown. It's good if you've got the spacing and you can make it happen, but plan B definitely required. We're underway here in the Copper Box in Stratford. If you haven't been down here for a game, for a men's game or a women's game, get yourself down here. It's a fantastic arena, great surrounding area as well. Places to visit. Obviously you've got the Olympic Park, good social areas as well for your refreshments, as the Lions will now try and extend their lead. Holly Winterburn. Kiki Herbert-Harrigan with the screen. Thorpal attacks baseline and gets through the defence and finishes with good concentration off the glass.
Yeah, and Thorpal, such an impact player. Obviously, Taylor Murray missed a couple of games and she made a real positive impact at both ends, as you'd expect, as Ireland gets her first bucket.
And Ireland with a good score and just what they need off her. So much experience for Ireland, and they're going to need every bit of it here. Inside to Kiki, power dribble, blocked. Wow. A couple of big time blocks by Ireland. No respect there for Kiki Herbert-Harrigan, who is going to be returning to the WNBA in the summer. Ireland, the lefty, lets it fly. So a block followed by a three, and straight away Coach Stella Kalsidou says enough's enough. It's timeout London Lions, and great play by the veteran. Well, she didn't look like a veteran there. She looked like one of the young guns, Ashley Arnhem.
Well, if I call her a veteran, I'll get told off.
Yeah.
So we'll go with spring chicken. But no, that's what, and that for Ashley, that'll be such a relief. The last two games for her, by her standards, I was catching up with her pre-game, have just been pretty much disastrous. Got nothing going on the offensive end against Sevenoaks. Really struggled yesterday for rhythm, and now 5 quick points, a block will just keep her ticking over, and that momentum will carry over. But it was just a matter of time for her. She's obviously a former WBBL MVP, and it's just that quality is really what's helped glue this Riders together team, because this team, it feels like it's inexperienced, really. If you talk about amount of years, Mackenzie Johnson in 1 year pro, Oliana Squires a rookie, Emma Fee a rookie. So Ashley's been able to do such a good job on the leadership front.
As we look at the turnovers, 4 and 6 turnovers, but it's the points from turnovers where Leicester Riders have got 4 points. And just going on from what you said about Ireland yesterday, just 4 points in the game against Gladiators. So I think
0 of 4 and 3 on that too. I think she was 0 of 10 against Sevenoaks. She's 0 of 14 straight for Ashley. Doesn't happen too often, and that one's will just carry on going. But she'll need to keep battling with Kiki on the offensive end as well.
Yeah, and this is going to be pride for her, as you say, former MVP. She's wanting to get off to a quick start. She's got that wish, and now she needs to keep it going. So after the timeout, London Lions on offense. Winterburn inside to Kiki, squares up. Closely guarded, goes baseline over the other side, and nice finish by Kiki Herbert-Harrigan with the wraparound layup. And
yeah, that experience, to use the far side of the rim, make sure Kirsty Brown couldn't block the shot. Really classy by Kiki.
Ireland. Shots up, just off for Rob, and here comes Vorpal. Attacks, penetrate kick. Outside from Joseph. Good ball movement again by the Lions. Vorpal pulls up off the dribble. No good. Good rebound by Squires.
Yeah, but another good look for London on the 3-point line. This time recognising Leicester going under the screen and having an open shot. Brown misses open look quite early in the offence, and the hustle. Rob wins it back. Squires pulls it back out. Screen set, she comes in, pulls up off the glass, and really tough shot with Shanice Beckford-Norton in her face. Yeah, and Squires, important to get going for Leicester as well. Another one that's kind of just off the boil a little bit. Started at 0 of 4, so to see one go through as Leicester try and just claw themselves back in this game. Kika Herbert-Harrigan off. And no call heard by Kirsty Brown as the ball gets knocked away by Beckford-Norton, who's
When she's on the floor, she's everywhere defensively. And substitutions for London Lions. Murray and Cincina back in. Vorpal comes out. And Winterburn. So coach, obviously, back end of a double header, Mike, really shuffling the pack, Coach Calcidu.
Yeah, and it's interesting that it's just trying to get some momentum going and try and find that group that worked that bench unit and hadn't quite started this second quarter strongly. So Coach Stella having that opportunity, let's make some changes, don't lose a lot. It looks like Lions are going to jump into some zone as well. They had one or two possessions in the quarter that kind of snuck under the radar. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. It looks like probably a 3-2.
Okay, 32-25, Seven Oaks leading Caledonia at the moment. And they're coming to the end of the second quarter. So, Winterburn just switched it up, 1-2-2. Winterburn just dropping into a 3-2 as the ball moves around. Hannah Robb for three. Beautiful play by the Riders.
Yeah, and good ball movement, recognition against his own. Lions had showed it coming, and Leicester able to find the little gap, and Robb yet another three, and showing why she's in the GB squad.
Yeah, great knockdown shooter, and played big minutes in that Eurobasket qualifiers, along with Winterburn. And the likes of Georgia Gale. Got to keep the British talent coming, and there's another one, Shaquila Joseph, was in the squad as well. Robb. Arlen. Handoff. Fee. Another handoff. They've just got to get some airspace to get a look, and they will. Hannah Robb stops. Baseline jump shot, and that was nearly really good. Good fight underneath. And Holly Winterburn with the rebound to Herbert Harrigan. Euro step blocked by Arlen, but Herbert Harrigan will go to the line.
Yeah, but another good possession by Riders. The ball movement's really what's probably stepped up a notch, keeping Lions moving defensively and just having long closeouts. But there again, the skill of Kiki just to slow the dribble down, size up Arlen, shimmy to the right and just get the weight going enough that she could get back to that left hand and would have converted if Arlen hadn't fouled.
Herbert Harrigan at the line. 83% foul shooter. Stewart in for Joseph.
And Stewart obviously really impactful in that spell in the first quarter. But for Lions now, it's about trying to get this momentum back. Leicester have definitely dominated this second quarter and feel like they could be level or even in the lead if that last shot had dropped.
Riders trying to unlock the London Lions key. Arlen steps out, goes left-handed, loses the ball momentarily, puts up the three, and it's good! And she may have had her struggles recently, but everything's going away at the moment.
Just save it for the copper box. Why not?
The biggest game of the season, the biggest game anywhere in the WBBL this weekend, and there's been plenty of big games. Harrigan, mid-range jump shot, nothing but net. And that's the real headache, trying to guard up. Arlen steps out against Azania Stewart. She will take it to the bucket, and she will score with the left hand. Nice play from Ashley Arlen.
Yeah, beautiful. Just realised the help side defence from Lions wasn't quite there, able to split the gap and then take the contact. You'll see it here again from Stewart. Just that little rip through, that's definitely on the scouting report. I've seen that plenty of times in WBBL, but again, that Lions weak side help just not there that time. And for now, Coach Stella Castro just looking for some sort of option.
Yeah, Kiki's gone off, and I guess that's the issue. Maybe Ty Battle will switch on to Arlen because she can deal with her maybe a little bit better on the perimeter. But good play, smart play by Arlen. Nothing but net on the free throw, and we're tied at 25. Exactly what this game needed. The team in top spot, London Lions, and third, Leicester Riders, going head-to-head. Battle attacks. Back outside. Azania Stewart, long range jump shot, just short. Nice job by Winterburn. Left hand dribble, puts the three up, and that's short. And Leicester Riders can take the lead. Good job by Holly Winterburn. Pass ahead. Murray, one-on-one versus Oleana Squires. Murray blocked, but will go to the line for 2 shots. Good play by Winterburn. Things didn't go her way offensively. She's first back on defence.
Yeah, beautiful. And then the outlet pass to Murray, and again, just being able to go downhill on Squires, and Squires trying to make the play to get the block shot rather than just staying vertical. And that's one. Murray's going so far away from the basket. If she makes it, you just tip the cap. You don't want to send her back to the foul line.
Murray. That's the foul line.
And again, obviously, Taylor Murray's first season in WBL, second as a pro, obviously, was in Norrköping in Sweden last year, where she was MVP in the playoff final, so she knows about saving some of her best form till late in the season.
Yeah, she put up some big numbers, and 8.7 points a game. 5.6 assists, one of the leading players sharing the ball, and a tenacious defender, as we're seeing right now, right on cue. Taylor Murray rips the ball away from Squires. Murray looking for options. Cincina, she's a good one. Stewart attacks baseline. What a great matchup that is, Arlen. Initially, some great off-ball movement. And timeout incoming from the Leicester Riders, but they've clawed their way back in. They're just 2 down. They momentarily tied the game, and they're 2 down here at the Copper Box. It's WBBL Championship D-Day. 2-point lead for the London Lions.
Yeah, and right now it's super interesting that, again, Lions are now starting to convert off the turnovers. But Leicester Riders are the ones trying to ruin the party. Sevenoaks Suns are doing their job for the Lions. They lead Caledonia by 7 at the half. So now, if that holds, then all Lions need to do is win. And right now, Riders are making it really difficult for them. But you can't understand the impact of this for Riders as well. Having dropped the back-to-back games, they're now fighting to try and lock up the 2 seed and that home semi-finals. The WBBL goes to 1 leg in the semi-finals. So having that home court advantage, being the 2 seed, is huge. And for Lions, it'll just be about regrouping, trying to find some rhythm offensively, and then knocking down threes. 1 of 7 from 3. Something to be honest, feels like we've not seen all season.
No, they may have started slow in some of the games, but they found their rhythm. Cincina or Winterburn, they found some sort of continuity from behind the arc. Points in the paint there as well, both the same, 8 points in the paint. So they're both getting, and that's with Arlen as well, with that lovely move, dragging Azania Stewart out a little bit outside of her comfort zone and then attacking off the left hand. And she seems to be, Mike, one of those players, you know which way she's going to go, but you can't stop her.
It's definitely difficult as Lions show a little press on Johnson. Great ATO by the Lions coaching staff.
Yeah. But Riders just get away with it. 3's up. Arlen got it! And she is unconscious from behind the arc now.
Yeah, 16 points personal out of 28. And again, just unlucky by the Lions. Murray thought she may have been tripped, but Johnson did a great job making it difficult on the layup and able to convert in transition.
The Riders having to scrap as they take the lead for the first time, 28-27. Cincina off. They're doing a good job getting out to her, and it was Arlen this time challenging the perimeter shots. Rob, foul by Winterburn.
That's potentially unsportsmanlike. They're going to talk about it, I think, because she was not in front in transition. And you can see that. I'm sure that's what Coach Kumesh Patel's asking us. Be interesting if we got another look at that to see what the rules would be. But common foul and second on the Lions.
Rob trying to get Oleana Squires free. Fee with a screen. Over the other side. Wide open 3. Good offense though. Good ball reversal there by the Riders. Winterburn. Cincina goes inside, can't get that to go, gets the rebound, can't get that to go, another offensive rebound. Cincina, third time lucky, can't get it to go. Arlen with the rebound. They're just playing a touch tight, I think, Lions, Mike, and they just need to loosen up, let it happen.
Yeah, it's Cincina, 3 good looks, but again, it felt like second and third was slightly rushed. It's just shots she can make, but just not quite in rhythm.
Arlen just waits for the back cut, which they do get it. Shot clock running down. Squires puts up a 3, just short off it. Offense is stopped, and here comes Winterburn after the defensive rebound. Fee just comes out and grabs the ball.
That is an attempt, realising you've not got matchups, you've got 2 fouls to give. That's a really smart play by Emma Fee.
Yeah.
Definitely going for the ball. Winterburn asking for it, but you can see she just reached in, and it's one of those. Leicester have got 4 bigs that they can rotate, so that they can take a little bit of fouls. And if your 4th big's coming in, giving that foul, and just allowing your half-court defence, which has done a good job all game to set up, that's a brilliant foul.
Yeah, good job and break. Good job by Fee. Good breakdown by Mike. Again, people that are watching the game maybe more as casual observers won't understand the finer details of when to foul and when not to foul. Shots up from Battle. That's just short. They're getting good looks. They just can't get it to go. And a little bit of frustration for Coach Calcido at the moment. And crossover. And Murray left floundering just for a moment. And the double team. Arlen, can they get something going? Arlen going left. Squires attacks Winterburn. Now the open shot from the baseline is no good for O'Dwyer. Here comes Winterburn. Cincina's going to keep firing away, and she's off left. Again, semi-transition. She loves that shot normally, Mike.
Yeah, for sure, but Lions 1 of 9 from 3. Cincina now 0 of 8 on the day. So it's one of those that, again, probably isn't a great shot considering. Normally, great shot, but today, when things aren't going, it's just not quite the right shot, and Lions have got to do a better job of attacking the paint and trying to get some layups.
Okay, Leicester Riders can extend their lead now. 28-27 they lead. Dwyer. Inside. Outside, which is what you were talking about, what Lions could do with, but the shot's not there, but the rebound is... Can't get the putback, ball's loose. Squires first to it. Another 14 seconds for the Riders. Inside the last minute. The crowd shouting defense. 5 seconds. Squires inside. Throws it all the way across. Time running out. Shots up. And they can't get it to go. Great defensive rebound by Zania Stewart. Push ahead. Charles just in the game. Right on cue, Chantel Charles to Taylor Murray.
Yeah, and Leicester being over-aggressive on the boards and being made to pay for it. And great decision to find your ball handler and let her make the final decision.
That's a super play by Charles and Murray. Squires. Lions leading. Ten seconds differential between game and shot clock. Squires. Again, Zania Stewart, good defense, and Squires misses everything. Stewart. Time running down. Shots going up, and it's good! Chantel Charles, what an introduction. Absolutely fabulous play. First the pass in transition. Now she knocks down a 3 at the buzzer. What a play by the Lions. They extend their lead.
Huge, because Leicester Riders had dominated that quarter and then able to go through. But again, it's a defensive error by O'Dwyer. Azania's not going to pull up and hit that 3, probably. The one weakness of Azania's game is probably 3-point shooting. Instead, O'Dwyer goes to Stewart and allows an open shooter in Charles, who's solid 3-point shooter, to string it, but really important for Lions to get that momentum because Leicester dominated that second quarter.
Yeah, London Lions 32, Leicester Riders 28. Here's the top scorers: Harrigan, Murray, Stewart for the Lions. Arlen with 16 big points, 8 for Rob with a couple of big threes. Fee doing a nice job as well. This has got a big game feel, and London Lions are being pushed to the limit. Sevenoaks Suns are doing their part to help the London Lions try and become the champions for the 3rd straight season in the WBBL. But it's only a 4-point lead for the London Lions. Don't go anywhere. We got a great one on the go. London Lions by 4 at the Copper Box.
You could just blend in. Never take a single risk. Let opportunities pass you by. Or you can show up. Show people what makes you powerful. What brings you peace. Let them really see you. Own it.
Yeah, on a day, she can go for 30 very easily.
Wow, big time move from the Zania Stewart.
Contact, and again, nothing.
A lot of physicality, but Tia's getting nothing.
Well, Kiki goes up, backboard, count it, and she'll win the free throw line here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, this is just picture perfect for Coach Stella Calcido's team. They're running the floor. That is a big-time play from Kiki Herbert-Harrigan.
Hand off to Cincina. Lions must get something going out. Shanice going all the way. Wrap round, Fangro, count it. Shanice Beck-Benoit put the brakes on.
The hang time. Look at the English on the ball and gets the shooters wrong.
And this week, so trying to carry it on here, the WBBL trophy final.
Winchburn with the steal. Murray going the long way round and squeezing it in through the foul from Hannah Ross.
Offensive rebound, they've got to rebound. Pretty good. Holly Winterburn with an afterthought gets it to go.
4 seconds left now. Got to get something here. Fakes the pass, goes in, gets rejected. Did you see that denial by Chantal Charles? Chantal just said, take that one back to Essex. Welcome to East London. Goodbye.
Great block, and the coaching staff happy for her. WBBL action at the copper box. Eva's going to get a pocket picked. 2-on-1. And that's an interesting 2-on-1 option, but it works. Tight battle with the score.
Yeah, and alley-oops, we don't see him too much, but the crowd loved it, and good composure by Battle to finish.
Yeah. And that gets the crowd on their feet.
Game off on a positive note, but now they're choking under a bit of pressure here. As Gail fakes the pass, goes in, gets rejected. Kiki Harrigan says, take that one back to Yorkshire and have a little bit of a Yorkshire pudding with that.
Wow. Well, Gail just at full speed, but watch this.
Get out of here. Kiki's audition now for the GB volleyball team.
Murray over to Winterburn. Winterburn, deep three. Got it. Holly Winterburn, 5 of 10 from behind the arc.
The caliber of these shots, Holly Winterburn. You know, the defense is honest from the Leicester Riders. They're doing what they can, but it's not good enough because of the prowess of the offense at the other end of the floor.
Offensive skill sets, but knowing what to do and when is more important.
Oh my goodness, what a block from Herbert Harrigan.
Wow, came across there, pancake. Certainly an effect there. Alter ego in full effect, and what a block shot.
I am Katerina Snitsina. I'm a basketball player of London Lions team, and also I am political activist from Belarus. To describe myself in 3 words: happy, because I'm a happy person, energy, a lot of energy, and love. I love everything. What am I doing, my life, this earth. As a basketball player, I am 3-point shooter. Why 3 points? Because there is no 4-point shot. So I will use also love, because I love this game, and that's a big part of why I still enjoy it. So yeah. Well, my favorite teammate from London Lions, it's for sure Z. She's the best. As a human, as a player, as your teammate, she always supports you, and she thinks much better about me than I thinking about myself. This is my 20th season, and I played with Diana Taurasi at the beginning of my career. I was 18, and I saw somebody who shoot like that. She don't care she miss, because she knows she's Diana Taurasi, and she knows she will score. And I really believe the way how I'm playing now, it's a big part of the way how I was learning from her. You just see that confidence in the player, and she never loses it, no matter how she played the game. I remember it was one game, and we was playing against each other, and goal for this game for them was like play defense against me, so I didn't score more than 17. I scored 20. Diana was guarding me, and I just like dribble, shoot, and score. And like I step on her, and I fell down. You know, she like picked me up from the floor. She was laughing. She's like, "Come on, Kat!" Like, you know. So she's a great player just because like she know how to enjoy basketball. Yeah, I'm just lucky to meet her at the beginning of my career. I'm captain of Belarus national basketball team for many years, but 2 years ago I decided to quit because it's a lot of going on in my country, but mostly it's because my government hate Belarusians. I, as many of my athletes, different sports, we stand up for people, not for government, and we speak out loud. The day when I announced it on my Instagram, what I'm leaving national team, I'm choosing my people. I don't want to choose government. It was more support than I get, I guess, in all my career for national team. I still stand up for my people. I still talking about situation in my country. And that's the reason why I cannot come back there now, because people in my country get arrested even for less. It didn't affect my parents right now. They're still in Belarus. I'm nervous they're still there, but we was talking many times, like, you want to move, like, I will do everything you can move in any country you choose, but they don't want to. I communicate with my people on Instagram really well, like they texting me and I always reply. So I decided I want to do like little trip around Europe, and I visit around like 12 or 13 cities where is the biggest community of Belarusians, and I just call people there, play basketball with me. I just saw a lot of people who, at least for 2 hours, forget about that stress what we have now, because it's a huge stress when people run away from country, and just enjoy how we spending our days here, like exactly at this moment, and show the basketball sport can help you in this. And we now connected by one idea, you know, like to make our country free, and it's not about just basketball, and it's about people's lives.
So my name is Stella Kaltridou. I'm the head coach of London Lions women's basketball team. I retired playing professionally since 4 years ago, and since then I'm coaching, and I'm really happy to be here. My professional basketball career was for almost 27 years. I spent 8 years in EuroLeague, 2 years in Eurocup teams. It has been a really full professional basketball career for me. I really enjoyed it. First time I played for the national team was 1998 with under 16 women. I never stopped playing until 2019 that I retired. I was in seniors women's national team. It gave me the opportunity to do as a profession what I love the most, playing basketball. It gave me the opportunity to travel around the world, meet new people, create relationships. For me, it really helped me grow a lot, and I'm really grateful for that. One of the toughest players I ever had to play against is Diana Taurasi. We played against each other on the World Championship, so I had the impossible mission to get her. She was really tough. It was really hard. Like, I remember myself trying to defend and getting in my face baskets all the time. I really enjoyed, like, it was great to play against her. I earned a lot of things from the teammates I had during all my career. One of the best bigs, let's say, that I played with is Tammy Fagbene, who is British. She was really one of the best mates I ever had, not only because of her personality, but as a player she understands the game really, really good, and I really enjoy to play with her. I knew I wanted to become a coach a couple of years maybe before I decided to retire, and I feel like an obligation, if I can say, for me to give back something to basketball, because I took so many things from it. Playing on a high level for so long time, it gives me an advantage as a coach because I can understand how the players feel. I'm a really big fan of the idea that the power of a team is the team itself. And I love watching teams that they are playing and they are selfless, caring for each other, that you can see in every point of view in the court. Taking this role with the London Lions is really a big challenge for me. I think the organization is doing a great job trying to build a team on even higher than a professional level. So I'm really excited to be part of it. So the goals in short term with the team, it's to convince my players that they can do so much more. For me, that's the first bet right now, to just convince them that when they play with full energy and they are concentrate and playing what we are working, I think they can just play great basketball. My target is to bring back the best British players and build a team based on the British basketball players and just be the best we can be.
For too long, the old guard has held court. Their rules, their terms, their arena. But what happens when you take something from the streets and put it on display for the world to see? The tide starts to shift. It lets the old guard know exactly who's next and resets the stage for something new. This is street art, showing all season.
London's a place of diversity and options. No matter where you're from, you always find your people here. The community feels pretty tight. East London's like its own little world. There's so many opportunities. No one's really left out. You just have to know what you want and know how to go get it. Like a go-getter, like a hustler.
You walk down the street, you're always going to see someone who you recognise. You hear so many different types of perspectives and everyone else's story. You're a bit more understanding of people.
Being a Londoner, yeah, it feels like I'm involved in something. You know, I belong to something.
East London means everything to me. I'm not afraid to be myself, 100%.
It's very special when everyone comes together. Everyone has a chance to be heard. In East London, everyone can belong.
Welcome back to the Copper Box in Stratford, just outside the Olympic Park. And it is rocking here. And we're at half-time in the other game that's really massive. Caledonia Gladiators have just taken the lead deep into the third quarter. 40-38 it is there. Here, 32-28, London Lions lead. But for a moment there, Mike, Leicester Riders had come all the way back and took the lead themselves.
Yeah, it was a big run by Leicester in the second quarter to swing the momentum, but it's the Chantal Charles free into the locker room on the buzzer that extended the lead to 4. And Lions really kind of feel like it's been subpar. The question is now, can they step it up a gear? And if so, what have Leicester got in the tank to respond?
Yeah, here's the stats, 2 points. 2-pointers, just 29% from Riders. Look at the 10 out of 10 for London Lions from the line, and just one free throw taken and made by the Leicester Riders. They need to get to the free throw line. It's obvious, but they need to get there, Leicester Riders.
Yeah, and again, it kind of links to the points in the paint. Leicester have been jump shot heavy so far, only 8 points in the paint. Missed a couple of layups, but also got to credit London's defence for doing a good job of just contesting shots, making life difficult for the Riders.
Yeah, points from turnovers, 9-0 for the London Lions, and that's the game leader for this game, Ashley Arlen, who you know well, Mike. We were just talking at half-time. She's got her young child here, took a break from the game to start a family, and now she's come back as a Leicester Rider.
Yeah, her and Kiki, two of the mums in the league, so something we see often as Stewart doesn't quite get it to go, but interesting move by Coach Stella. Out of the locker room is starting Azania Stewart, who didn't start in that first half. And Chantal Charles as well. Yeah, well, Chantal just was superb in the couple of minutes she played at the end of that second quarter to regain this lead. She was responsible for a beautiful pass in transition for Murray to score, and then took that three right at the end of the second quarter and made it to give London Lions a 4-point lead from being one down. And nice inbounds play, and they get a bucket in the paint, Leicester Riders. Nice job off the inbounds for Brown. And they get points from out of bounds. It's something I talked about in the first half. Leicester's out of bounds has really struggled the last 2-3 games since the trophy final. So to get a layup and get Kirsty Brown going as well will be big for Riders, because they're going to need contributions, because Lions will take away Ireland at some point.
Yeah, and they're going to have to work that conundrum out, as Holly Winterburn with a left-hand layup makes it look simple, but there's a lot of traffic around there she had to go through. Brown to Ireland. Can she continue her hot streak in this game? Rob already made a couple of threes, so Winterburn steps out. Screen from Ireland. Still Rob. Has to stop. Kicks it out. They've got to keep the ball moving, otherwise they're going to get stuck. Nice play by Ireland, but good job. Collapsing around Ireland, Azania Stewart and Ty Battle, the two bigs combining.
Yeah, and obviously Leicester again late in the clock. It's been kind of a theme of the first quarter, and towards the end of the second, when Lions stepped it up a little bit defensively, as they forced Leicester into 5-4-3 left on the shot clock, and it's so difficult to create a shot around the Lions defence because of the length they've got.
Yeah, and they've just got so much size, and the Lions, as Mike says. Winterburn pulls up, long two is good. Maybe Winterburn says enough's enough against her former club. We haven't touched on that. Had 3 seasons there prior, best young player in the league each year prior to going off to college for a year.
Yeah, and obviously the 1 year back with Azania at Riders, but Holly, yes, quiet first half, just 3 points, and again, only a matter of time until she got going.
And nice job by Oleana Squires. They're going to need a big half of basketball from their leading young player, as you say, just out of college and playing on this Leicester Riders franchise. Winterburn looking focused, screen by Battle. Winterburn brings it back, sizes up Brown, step back, 3 is good, and that ball just seems to just hang in the air and then just shoots through the hoop, Mike.
Yeah, and so classy by Holly, just to get Kirsty Brown weight on her heels, and then that step back created loads of room and knocks it down.
Brown, good fake, and the attack, and the touch, and the finish. Like what Brown's doing, dragging the D out there, Mike.
Yeah, and a good reply from Riders. That's what they need. They need those scores to keep going, because we know Lions are going to have a scoring run. It's can Leicester keep the scoreboard ticking at the other end.
Winterburn, all the offence going through her. Hands off, Winterburn. One leg, and is fouled, and that's audacious attempt by Holly Winterburn with the long floater.
And I think we both thought that was going in from up here. We had a perfect view of it and didn't quite drop. You see it again here on the replay. The handoff didn't have anything, and now that's where creating Ashley Arn trying to get her third block, but that ball so nearly dropped.
That's really clever by Winterburn as she's at the line.
We have a missed free throw.
Yes, first one.
It was going to happen to someone, unfortunately Holly, and actually, to be honest, she wouldn't have put any thought on Holly missing the way she started this quarter. And again, now it's the Lions are going to do a good job finding her. It's now, can Riders change something to take it away, because they didn't do that in the trophy final, and that ultimately maybe was the difference when Holly got going in the second half.
So a little bit of pressure from the Lions now back into their man-to-man defence. Rob under all sorts of pressure from Winterburn, but a foul called on Holly. 2 fouls on young Holly Winterburn.
And I say, the good news is for Lions, no one's in foul trouble, just 3 personal fouls on the Lions in the first half. So Winterburn does move to 2, but there's no real concern at all.
She remains in the game, and I think she has to, the way she's been playing at the other end. Inside, the ball's loose. Here comes Winterburn in transition. Pass ahead. Good catch by Murray, who circles round. Azania Stewart keeps the ball moving, offers a screen. Winterburn, no look pass. Stewart attacks, spins, uses the contact, but no good. And ripped away by Ty Battle. Fantastic energy from Brown and Battle.
Yeah, good job by Battle to get her hands on the rebound. Kirsty Brown just managed to pull it down, but Ty Battle able to force a jump ball possession arrow in favour of Riders. And this is the one thing you don't normally want to see if you're Riders. Lions have started strongly, and in comes probably the league MVP.
Kiki Herbert-Harrigan, leading scorer on this team, second leading scorer in the whole league.
Defense.
Oh, big screen.
Yeah, and the crowd oohs and ahs. Now Rob wide open, just short and over the backboard, and Winterburn with another rebound. Winterburn, Herbert-Harrigan in motion. Chantel Charles. And they're in a weave motion now. Murray. And foul called. Johnson trying to step through as that handoff weave was taking place.
Yeah, just a little reach in with the left arm, and quite a simple call for the officials. But again, for London now, it feels like they've stepped up a gear, like the movement is there, they're starting to flow a little bit more. That's what we didn't see in that first half.
Yeah, Stella looking slightly more relaxed. Extra pass, Murray open in the corner for three is off. Oleana Squires with the rebound. Through the legs, crossover. She's open for three. Off the dribble is off. Rebound by Chantel, but ripped away by Ashley Arlen. Good job by Battle. Short jump shot is off. That's unfortunate because great hustle by Ashley Arlen initially. Murray, straight down the other end. No respite for the Riders. On the road here in the Copper Box. Gladiators by 7. At Sevenoaks Suns, and short range baseline jump shot from Kiki forces a timeout by the Leicester Riders.
And again, it's Lions in the pick and roll right now. That's where they've started to dominate this game. Leicester trying some different coverages, concede a hard hedge, but now that's forcing someone to rotate out to that short corner to the three, and now Lions able to take advantage by finally making some jump shots.
A similar percentage on field goals, 14 to 41 and 14 of 40, so it's been a real even game. 92% from the Lions, 11 of 12, just that one free throw at the moment from the Riders, but they've got to keep trying to go inside and get the outside looks, and maybe then they can get to the foul line that way.
Yeah, for sure, and being able to redrive some of the closeouts. But if it's not there, that's fine. You kind of got through the first half without getting there. It's having that confidence to make the threes as well and keep the ball moving. And Lions have done a terrific job on the defensive end of really clamping down and taking away options for Leicester.
Yeah, London Lions looking for a clean sweep this season. They've already won the trophy. They won the BBL Cup, beating Leicester Riders in both. Riders getting to within 11 in the most recent of their games. But once London Lions get on a roll, it's difficult to live with them. The Riders have got the latest assignment to try and do that, and it is trying to do it for 40 minutes because they can just shuffle the pack, bring in fresh players. And Chantel Charles, so impressive at the end of that second quarter. She remains in the game, along with Murray, Beckford Norton, Kiki Herbert-Harrigan, and Ty Battle, who's up against Ashley Arlen. Left-hand dribble, O'Dwyer step through, tries the pass, Brown, good take, right-hand finish. That's really acrobatic there move from Kirsty Brown.
Yeah, real tough finish with that little hook shot over the length of Herbert Harrigan, but Kirsty Brown showing why she's in her rookie season made her way into the GB squad and obviously spent some time with Azanian, someone that potentially could replace her down the line.
And a whistle. And 2 shots coming. Kirsty Brown at 1.90 m, she certainly brings some serious height along with Ashley Arlen, and they're both on the floor together, and maybe they need to start using those two as much as they can offensively. Kiki Herbert-Harrigan at the free throw line.
Yeah, and while Kiki makes the first big quarter in Sevenoaks for the Caledonia Gladiators, won the third quarter 22-8. They have a 7-point lead, so as it stands, there will not be a Lions title today.
No.
And obviously, the twist in that is the team that London Lions have lost to is the Caledonia Gladiators, and that game happens on Wednesday night.
Yeah, that is an absolute must-see up at the Emirates Arena in Glasgow. Good defence again, scrambling Brown, using all of that 1.90 m, shooting over Kiki Herbert-Harrigan. Good job.
Yeah, and Riders coming out with a bit of pressure as well, so trying to just up the intensity. That's where Riders have been the best the last 2 games, is in pressure.
What a block by Arlen. Not in this house, she says. and she's able to block it to her teammate. Outstanding play from Ashley Arlen. Gets the ball at the top. Brown. Ball just stops momentarily. Back cut attempted. Hand off to Arlen. Goes left. Pulls up. And Kiki says, I'm going to have a piece of that shot, but I think that's a foul on Kiki. And it's getting, as you'd expect, Mike, a little bit tetchy in these dramatic moments in this ball game.
Indeed, and we'll have another look on the replay. There's contact with she gets a little bit of the ball, but if you see that, she also follows through, gets through the arm of Arlen. So I know she gets the ball, but you still got to have allow the shooter to land regardless if you touch the ball. So tough call, but probably the correct one.
Yeah, 185 Kiki against 188 Ashley Arlen. It's that left hand, it's just educated. It's got great touch, and today she has been outstanding. Volpal in and Murray out, and it's like for Lions, having the experience of Volpal coming in. Arlen 17 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 27 on the efficiency index. A little bit of pressure, 2-1-2 press, and they get through it. Volpal's they keep the ball moving. Battle attacks. Battle push shot, no good. Gets her offensive rebound, gets a miss, and keeps the scoreboard ticking for the London Lions.
Yeah, tough by Ty Batten. That's the glue she's provided this Lions team all year in her first season, just doing all the little things.
Another first-year player as well, Mike. Another young player. Delaware Blue Hen. Oh, beautiful play, and the foul. And Oleana Squires just with a little look away and finds Brown. Brown back at the line.
Yeah, and the foul on Shanice Beckford-Norton on the weak side. You could see that Kiki was pretty straight up, but Shanice wrapped around with that right hand, and she was checking, was it on her, but indeed Beckford-Norton her second. But Leicester are doing a good job right now of getting the ball moving. That's where they struggled early in the quarter, but if they can get to the line a little bit, you talked about it, Graham, it's those easy ones that will just keep the scoreboard ticking and just keep you in this game, and that's all you need to be. In this position, in 8-9 minutes time is where Leicester will happy to be if they can keep it to 2 possessions.
65% free throw shooter Brown, and makes 1 of 2, but she's having a really positive impact and staking a claim for certainly inclusion in that GB training roster at least.
Yeah, and obviously
with the Eurobasket finals coming up this summer.
Yeah, obviously with Azania and Chantel Handy both retiring, there are a couple of roster spots. Obviously, it does open up the likes of Hannah Jump and people coming back from the States, but the length and size is certainly something that GB might need.
Kiki Herbert Aragon can't get that to go. No foul call. Ball's running around the rim, and Riders get it with Hannah Robb, but Kiki maybe a bit of knee-to-knee action there.
Yeah, a little bit banged up. We'll have a look if she's okay. Obviously, Shanice Beckford-Norton immediately with the thumbs up, and now Kiki will argue for a foul call, which will get you a warning.
Yeah, Kiki's just got to stay calm here.
But obviously, the expectation is that this will be Kiki's penultimate weekend with the Lions. We don't know officially when she'll leave, but with WNBA training camp starting at the end of the month, the expectation around the league certainly is that Kiki will finish next Sunday with the Lions and then head off to training camp. So it'll be a big loss for the Lions in the playoffs.
Volpal, as the loss is with the Leicester Riders on that possession. Great job by Volpal. And look at them on the front foot defensively, and Hannah Robb just gets the ball on that pass. Squires inside. Arlen. Feet. Squires has to go right. Volpal right there with her, not giving her an inch. Still Squires pulls up from the left elbow, and rebound by Kiki. I think Kiki, just watch her the next couple of plays, she looks very focused. Winterburn crossover, one leg is a miss. Arlen gets the rebound, and she heads towards a double-double. Rob.
Yeah, and that was so pretty by Holly. Unfortunately, decided to go to float. I think she had room to get all the way to the layup, to the rim.
Arlen looking for an option. Arlen's going to take the three. She's going to just miss. Good job by Beckford-Norton. 53, 45 into the fourth we go.
Oh, and that...
Gladiators' sons. Gladiators leading that.
And I think Squires is a little bit fortunate. That was very grabby and reachy. I think we've seen that in the past called unsportsmanlike. But I say Riders nearly with the accidental best screen as well that freed Ireland up. It was miscommunication, but nearly ended up perfectly as Azania checks back in.
Yeah, and just a different look defensively for the Lions now with Stewart in. $1.94 m, so two giants of the game physically and in their stature in WBBL and British basketball history. Vorpal goes left, tough shot, and well, it was a tough shot and it's ended up wedged by the rim. Who's going to get that down?
Is he going to jump or is he going to use a mop? He's going to jump. No, that's not happening, I'm afraid, young sir. Yes.
They're saying, can we just get the game going?
Yeah, no. Nice try, but unfortunately, just over 1,000 people saw you fail.
I didn't see you sort of spring to your feet there, Mike, to go and...
I say, luckily we're not courtside. If it was courtside, maybe we have some fun, but no. But I say that's the big news as well. Is Lions, I think, probably for the first time ever, hit 4 digits for the women's game. We had the attendance confirmed at just over 1,100. So big news.
That's fantastic, as it should be. Two of the top 3 teams in the country as Winterburn takes a 3 and makes a 3, and look at the reaction, shouting and screaming towards the courtside seats.
Yeah, huge baseline out of bounds possession, great screen to free Winterburn up, and the way Holly's been playing in this second half, you don't expect her to miss it as Herbert Harrigan gets called for the hold, and that's definitely a call from up here, I agree with.
Yeah, and Kirsty Brown straight back into action. I think they need her.
The crowd don't agree.
Strength.
But I think, yeah, from our angle, I think we had a better view that she just grabbed Emma Fee, and that'll be a third personal foul, I believe. Oh, second personal foul.
I just got a feeling like this is a massive 56 seconds in this ball game as to which way it's going to go. Leicester Riders need to hang on, and it's not a good start as there's a foul called.
A legal screen on Kirsty Brown inside. Not going to lie, had no idea what happened because I was looking at the ball, but that the physicality of this game has certainly jumped through the roof, and it was only a matter of time till it started to get a little bit over physical for the referees.
So Brown off the bench and gets the foul. Vorpal to Shanice Beckford-Norton. Vorpal. $53-50 now, Gladiators leading. Drama wherever you look at the moment of WBBL, and hitting the deck hard and staying there is Hannah Robb.
Yeah, and Azania was set, but on a blindside screen, and you'll see it here, Azania coming up. On the blindside screen, you've got to leave room for the defender to be able to avoid, and Azania said it's so tight that Hannah Robb didn't see it was coming, and that is the right call by the officials, and hopefully Hannah Robb's okay.
Well, she will not want to leave the game. They need her. Head down at the moment, but she just stretches the floor, doesn't she? And she's hit a couple of early threes. And she is somebody that stretches the floor for them as a catch and shoot artiste.
And Hannah Robb being in that much pain says a lot, because she's someone that tends to play through a lot of things.
Yeah. But again, she wouldn't have seen it coming, so she wasn't preparing her body for the Azania Stewart screen. Here we go. Leicester Riders, handoff action. Time running down in the third. Inside, Brown. Can she get anything going against Stewart? No. 3 seconds. Great job by Azania Stewart, playing defence without fouling again.
Yeah, indeed. And again, what's been the difference in this game is Lions' ability to force Riders late into the shot clock. And Leicester have had no great solutions in those scenarios, and that's really what's allowed that offence to stall.
Yeah, 10-point game now for, as you see, Azania Stewart and Vorpal sharing a smile. And you've got to hang loose. We said earlier, just hang loose, enjoy the occasion, and they are being challenged to the limit here by the Leicester Riders. They've got a 10-point lead
Yeah, and this
London Lions edging towards the title, but they do need Sevenoaks Suns to do them a favour.
And that 3-pointer won't help. We've now gone to dual screen in the commentary box, so we will be keeping an eye on Sevenoaks Canada. But it's the offensive rebounds that are really differential right now. Leicester got 6 offensive rebounds, but yet to score off them. And that's the little things, again, when you miss shots, it's can you convert those second chance, keep the scoreboard ticking over, because right now all you have to do is get a stop, because if this game's just starting to get away from you ever so slightly if you're Krumesh Patel.
Yeah, Zania Stewart on screen. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Starting 5 points, 40 points, 11 off the bench for the Lions, 39 and just 2 off the bench for the Leicester Riders. Can you tell the viewers how important it is to have that strong bench and to keep that flow of scoring and just putting positive things into the game?
I mean, we'll throw it back to what we got in the pre-game interview. Coach Krumesh Patel said his team were fatigued and tired. Clearly says there's not enough depth on that Leicester bench that you can't rotate players. Lions have been able to rotate 10-11 with the departure of Sarson as Herbert Harrigan goes to line, and another great ATO by Stella and the Lions bench to draw up a look for Kiki. But that depth, with departure of Beth Sarson, they're down to 8 players in that rotation, and they don't want to go any deeper than that. Lions can go to 10. Paige Robinson's back now, so they can go to 11.
Yeah, she's another big body.
Over the course of a bulk of games, that does make a difference.
Kiki at the line. Rarely misses. And she's 100% this evening until that moment. Good job by Feet.
But great job by Lions.
Yeah. So they kept the pressure up because they didn't want any Leicester getting up the other end of the floor. So smart play, good after the timeout. And they win with the score from Kiki at the line. London Lions 20-13 in that third, and they win 52-41. And looking across to the other game that matters, it's 59-53 to the Caledonia Gladiators. Mike
yeah, and I think for the 3-point shooting, neither team seems to have connected, but I can't remember, the Riders may have hit one in that third quarter, but outside of that, they haven't got the 3-point shot going this quarter, and they've done a great job of adjusting to Ashley Arlen and taking her away, and now challenging Leicester to find other scorers. Kirsty Brown has done a really good job chipping in, but where's that next scorer for Riders? You just don't know where it's coming from right now.
Yeah, and that's why I think we've ended up with this 11-point deficit. Look, there's dancing going on. I don't know if the dance cam's going to come over here, Mike. We might have to start doing shaping some moves up. But Leicester Riders, we've said it more than once. And who's that? That's
the one you were referring to earlier, Graham. That's Ashley's daughter, Amaya. Definitely enjoying seeing herself on dance cams. So, and a good job by the Lions crowd of keeping engaged. And they've actually made a difference in this game. They have got noisy, and they've done a great job supporting the women's team who have needed it, because they've just had those little difficult spells today. And credit to Riders for challenging that, but the crowd have really helped Lions go through those patches as well.
Yeah, and you got to hear it. You've got experienced guys on the MC as well who really demand the crowd to keep in it. And there's Holly Winterburn, 14 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds, 1 rebound away from a double-double. It almost seems she's had a quiet game, but just when it matters, she steps up.
Yeah, and Holly, the difference in that quarter was Holly in the first 3 minutes, where she got going. She had the 3, got to the floater, got another 3 to go. So we'll do as Janice Monacana makes 2 of 2 from the line. So it's a 2-point game, and this is going to be a fun balancing job, keeping everyone entertained, because the title is on the line, and the WBBL League Champions Trophy is in the building, as is the chairman Jim Saker, and we will have a trophy presentation if Sevenoaks can win. As Chantal Handy says, not so fast.
Yeah, I thought Miss Handy would have something to say. She had something to say when Gladiators beat the Lions. Squires for 2 from the elbow, and London Lions couldn't stop Squires that time.
Indeed, and Squires is the one I'm probably looking at the most to step up on the offensive end. She's got the talent to really put points in the hurry, as we saw in the cup final.
Battle, that's off left. Rebound by... And they've just got a gang rebound. They've just got to get it done. Dwyer that time. Johnston keeping the dribble alive. Vorpal, she's trying to get separation. Here's the shot coming. Just long for Brown. And Vorpal could get it to Kiki. She does. What a pass. Touchdown! Kiki Herbert Harrigan.
And that's Kirsty Brown out the game. that just half a second of lapse is enough to let Kiki get behind you. Don't sprint back fully. Get punished for it. And Coach Crimmins from Tell immediately sent Emma Feed to the scorer's table.
And that's a really tough move for Leicester Riders.
Let's go, Lions, let's go.
But that's how Riders are going to get back in the game. You've got Squires, now you've got Johnston finally making a shot. It's that committee thing you're going to need in the fourth quarter because you're going to need a lot of points.
Inside, Battle. Step through, that's clever, but she can't get it to go. Ball's loose, Squire gets it on the crossover. Beats Winterburn. Can Riders make the most of it? Left hand, spins back. Oh, what a move with her right hand by Ashley Arlen. Not just Winterburn, but then Kiki, one of the top defensive players in the league, comes over and she evades her as well. Watch this.
Well, she doesn't evade it. She takes the contact and gets it to go. A terrific move by Arlen. A little bit of a flop by Winterburn. We can't gloss over that one, but terrific finish. And Ashley Arlen up to 20 points personal.
8 rebounds. She has been sensational. And you said she'd had some struggles recently, as had Riders, but today she's put the team on her back. She just needs a good supporting cast, and maybe they can challenge Lions all the way. Winterburn, hook shot, no good. Gets a rebound and soft touch. No foul called. Question asked by Holly.
Yeah, but again, Riders just falling asleep, doing a good job on the initial shot, but then not boxing out. And again, you've almost got to play a perfect fourth quarter.
Yeah, they've got to stay alive. You cannot give Lions a second opportunity.
Again, timeout in Sevenoaks with 2 minutes to go. Handy made another tough three. So Caledonia up by 6 as they look to go towards second place.
Yeah, they've had a strong, ever since they beat Lions, which was a couple of months ago, and the shots up from Arlen is off. And shot clock has elapsed. Lions ball. Great job again by the London Lions. Defence making it really tough.
Yeah, and it was actually called a foul on Fee on the rebound. So with how physical it's been, I'm kind of surprised we haven't had more fouls. With referee deciding Fee just extended with that arm, and that was enough for the personal foul. So Brown and Fee now on 3 fouls apiece. Just Harrigan for Lions in any real foul trouble.
Verpol to Cincina, who's had a quiet shooting performance by her standards. Winterburn, a deep three is good. Unbelievable. She skips back down the floor and smiles.
And Holly Winterburn showing another, again, if you're not giving MVP to Kiki, Holly Winterburn is definitely up in the consideration, as well as Arlen gets called for the illegal screener. She's the maturity of Holly's game from when she was with Leicester at the age of 14, 15 to where now is she's just able to take advantage of the big moments.
Yeah.
And she's actually gone to a real leader for this team down the stretch of games.
And that was a deep, deep three. Leading in assists. She's right up there with scoring. And, of course, she can rebound as well at 5'11", around 5'11", 6 foot. Good pass. Cincina is good for 3, and there's one of the assists. And Winterburn is heading very close to a triple-double. But, again, timing of the pass, right on time, right on cue. Cincina does the rest.
Yeah, but the credit goes to obviously the pass, but Cincina as well. Be delighted to see a shot. She's not seen a lot of court time in this second half because she really struggled in the first half. Went 0 of 8 to start the game, but she'll be delighted to see one go through as Caledonia get us to stop.
Yeah, nice screen there by Kiki as well to get her open. I think that might have been called, I'm not sure if it's a 2 or a 3, but the main thing for Cincina, she's seen the ball go through the hoop.
Yeah, I think they gave it as a 3, so foot just behind the line for Cincina.
Just to update the live stats.
Well, so, I'm going on the scoreboard that suggests it's gone up, but we'll double check that. Yeah, indeed, it was a 3. But sure. I say I've been really impressed with Lions' maturity in this game. Things didn't quite go their way, but they've just stuck with the process and just ground Leicester down slowly.
And Gladiators, and it's just an incredible game over at Sevenoaks. 65-61 Gladiators win. Just to remind you, if Gladiators win, it will go to Wednesday, Lions versus Gladiators in Scotland.
Yeah, and obviously the one team domestically that has beaten the London Lions was the Caledonia Gladiators in this building in February. And they'll be full of confidence if they come off that. They've had a really hard schedule. In Leicester yesterday, big win. At Sevenoaks, big road win. And they'll just be starting to feel momentum and turning the corners. They try and get ready for the playoffs as well.
Johnson looking inside to Brown. Arlen goes left. Mackenzie, she almost was blocked, but the ball comes in, goes out. Good rebound battle. Winterburn. She's on the verge of a triple-double.
For those keeping tally at home, just 3 assists is what we need for Holly.
A nice back to the basket move, but can't get it to go for Cincina. And Winterburn and Cincina put the pressure on. Winterburn hustles back. Johnston. Back outside, Arlen's having to see a lot of the ball. She lets a 3 fly. And that almost was a default shot there. Not sure she wanted to take it. Vorpal goes to Cincina. Winterburn towards the ball. Goes right. Inside to Kiki. That's really nice. Kiki can't get it to go. No foul. And Hannah Robb back in the game after her painful exchange on a screen with Azania Stewart. Brown attacks Cincina. Reverse layup, no good. Brown started to run back, but Oleana Squires had got the rebound. Back to Brown. And now she does lose it. And a bit of lack of concentration, maybe fatigue for Brown. Winterburn kicks it back out. Vorpal goes left. Screen by Battle. Back outside. She's looking at it. Off the dribble. Pass. Vorpal. In and out. But good patience again, running the shot clock right down, London Lions.
Yeah, and the ball movement keep Leicester off their toes, but you can tell Holly's really feeling the momentum. She's looking for any opportunity she can get.
Johnson having to bring it out. Vorpal in defensive position. Johnson back outside. Robb goes right. Cincina, the bigger player. Look at Vorpal with the steal and the strip. It's 1 against 1, 1 against 2. And she gets the foul, Vorpal. She had no one with her. But good play, protecting the ball with her left hand. Mike Hansen.
Yeah, indeed. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't see what happened because I was watching the end of it, and we have a final score. Caledonia Gladiators 66, Sevenoaks Suns 61. So we will not have a WBBL title won tonight, and Caledonia are the team still in contention.
Yeah, that's just amazing by the Gladiators. What an effort by them to win on the road in Leicester yesterday. So the teams that were second and fourth, they've just, well, certainly in that top 4 race, they have taken down, and they mean business. And the Lions are over, or up in Scotland on Wednesday for what will be another titanic struggle Wednesday between the first and the second place teams. We will see how the standings are once this game's finished. But what a season, and it continues here live on the WBBL YouTube channel. Graham Hiscock, Mike Hansen bringing the game to you. Hannah Robb just short. She won't get a better look than that. Murray. Approaching 4 minutes remaining. London Lions lead. Battle to Cincina. Battle inside. Push shot is good. Good touch from Ty Battle. Nice interaction with her and Cincina.
Yeah, indeed. And again, Lions have really done a good job of distributing the scoring in the second half. Obviously, Holly's really got going, but everyone's playing around it. Kiki's chipped in. Cincina obviously made the last shot. Vorpal's made a couple. And now Battle's doing a really good job. 6.7 rebounds. And for her, again, you're never going to look at her and go, she's outstanding. But she just does so much to glue this team together, do the little things. And that's what allows Lions to be successful.
Yeah, 4 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists for Ty Battle. And game leaders for the Lions. Winterburn 19 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. She leads this team. She's the MVP for the game. She has been outstanding. And 3 steals for Holly. So Really, it should just say Holly Winterburn leaders.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. It is. And again, it's the efficiency for Holly. She's 7 of 12 shooting, 58 points, and you can see Riders spread as well. So Mackenzie Johnson not had a good shooting performance. She's 1 of 10, but again, 6 assists, only 2 turnovers, and we know how difficult it is to look after the ball against this Lions backcourt with Murray, Vore, Powell, Winterburn, all kind of throwing pressure at you and making it difficult.
Yeah, 11 steals for London Lions, and they steal the ball in so many different ways. You saw Volpole poke it away in the half court, plus they can put a lot of pressure on you on the full court as well. So Gladiators have beaten the Suns 66-61. The title decider will go to Wednesday for London Lions. Just off, she just can't get the shot to go that she was making earlier, but she's playing a lot of minutes, Arlen, and a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, and again, the
3 minutes for Arlen.
It's the Riders' offense again, with 3 minutes to go, just 20 points in the half. And that's where, really, for Riders, they've got to figure something out before the playoffs.
Battle, nice job again, protecting the ball and attacking the baseline. And gets a foul on Fiona O'Dwyer. Nice pass from Cincina.
Yeah, and again, Tai now working on a double-double of her own. If she can make these, she'll be up to 8 and 8 on the day. And it's for Lions, it's not been easy, but they'll be pleased to have a test, because a couple of the teams they've run into for various things. Sheffield were here a couple of weeks ago, had a load of injuries. They went to Nottingham last week, load of injuries. Durham were fairly healthy yesterday, but they had all their focus would have been on today's game against Newcastle, because if they lost that, their season was done for playoffs. So their focus was definitely on tomorrow. So now Lions have got a test, and that's what you need going into the playoffs. You need to be battle tested.
Yeah, and Tai Battle again, averaging just under 11 points a game, 5.3 rebounds. So, as you say, Mike, she's doing a good job for the Lions just when they need them. And if Herbert Harrigan does have to leave before the end of the playoffs, they're going to really have to do it by committee. And Great D initially, but a foul called.
Yeah, Herbert Harrigan on the reach around, and a technical foul on, I would think, Krumesh Patel, but that's rare that you get the foul call and end up with a technical, but that is what I believe just happened.
Yeah, and Krumesh still talking to the referee, so Holly will get the free throw, one shot. Holly makes the free throw.
And now Riders will obviously get possession, because obviously the old school rules were technical foul meant possession as well, but Leicester do, off the foul, get the baseline out of bounds.
Yeah, I think that's a fairer rule. And a slip from Arlen, and the offense has really dried up, and they're starting to run out of a bit of luck as well, Mike.
Yeah, and that's probably the fatigue you were talking about. But I say I'll give
Krumesh was talking about fatigue.
Well, fatigue.
I'm fine.
Yeah, well, I don't know how you're fine. You've watched more basketball than anyone this weekend.
AOC finals at the Wildcats Arena.
Actually, I say that I've probably watched 8 or 9 games. So I'm probably guilty of the same.
Hey, there's no place I'd rather be than right here at the Copper Box.
And obviously the final game of the season for the Riders Lions women are here at the Copper Box next week. Obviously we'll head to Oakland's Wolves to finish the regular season, but also as Kiki strings the mid-range as she has done all season long. But again, also Copper Box potentially unavailable for playoffs. That's still unconfirmed, but there are some events around as another illegal screen for the Riders. But so potentially the Lions closing their season at the Copper Box tonight. So for them to have a good memory of this season where they've been so dominant in this building. Obviously that lost to Caledonia, but they also had a good European run here as well.
Yeah, some great European nights. And substitutions, Kiki, Cincina, the big three, I like to call them, and Holly, take a seat.
Yeah, and a great round of applause. Holly Winterburn obviously will be done for the night. with 20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists and 3 steals. Terrific performance by Holly. And obviously Kiki chipping in despite a relatively quiet night by her standards.
Chantel Charles, Shanice Beckford-Norton, battle. Goes one way, then the other, and can't get it to go, but retrieves her own miss, and the ball on the baseline. So 2:29 remaining.
30 remains, fourth quarter. Lions on defense.
And again, Chantel Charles, another one that really changed this game.
Yeah.
Obviously that big 3 into half time, but also starting the third really strongly, which is where Lions made the run that really pulled away from Leicester.
Yeah, she's been superb today. A great weapon to have off the bench. Shots up off left, and it's a little bit of one-on-one and hopeful shot as opposed to a really confident one. Murray. But this is what the Lions do to you over 40 minutes. Battle. Joseph. Blocked shot by Kirsty Brown. GB player on GB player.
And I say, Leicester have had, to be fair, they've done a good job round the rim. So they've had, I think it's their 5th block already, and a couple of them real highlight plays as well.
Trying to get that screen and roll inside to Brown. Wide stance, goes up against Joseph. And really soft touch on the jump hook.
Yeah, and again, the summary of Lions defence. First Leicester Riders points since the Arlen and 1, which happened 6.5 minutes ago. And you've got to credit Lions' resiliency and toughness to just keep pressing through on the defensive end, making life difficult.
Vilpole inside. Joseph. Chantel lifting. Joseph keeps it inside. Shanice Beckford-Norton for threes. Good! Good patience. Nice ball movement by the Lions. Beckford-Norton for 3.
Yeah, and again, Shanice, another one that feels like she's had a quiet game, but so impactful on the defensive end. In fact, her first shot of the day, no wonder it feels quiet, but it's that ball movement by the Lions, the clinical, turn a good shot down for a great shot, and that's what they got.
Yeah, talking about great shots, Kirsty, wide open, long range 2 is good, and it's been a real challenge for her. I'm sure she's learning all the time playing against the calibre of players, especially bigs, that she's been up against today. Inside, battle against the zone. And now into man. Vorpal steps through, off one leg is good, and that's clever, getting round the defence of Eastford Yates.
Yeah, great finish by Leslie. Just the composure, see where the gap was, and then just that step through, showing why she again comes off the bench. But
Eastford Yates, penetrate, kick. Johnston, shots up for Brown, just short. Mike Hansen's going to go down to get a courtside interview with our game MVP. Or Mike's chosen MVP, and there's been plenty as the crowd get to their feet. Time is about to expire. They haven't won the championship tonight, but they've won this game in fine style, especially in the second half. London Lions are victorious here at the Copper Box on a Sunday evening tip. London Lions win 76 to Leicester Riders 52. It's a great win for the Lions. They were favourites coming in. They've been dominant ever since that Caledonia Gladiators loss. And Leicester Riders weren't able to hang with them for 40 minutes, but they really gave them a game, took the lead in the second quarter, but once London Lions got in the flow, they couldn't stay with him. Here's some game stats. There's 2-point percentage, 18 of 48, 10 more twos, 7 of 18 and 5 of 20 for the Lions and Riders. 42 rebounds, 13 offensive, only 7 offensive for the Riders, 19 assists to 13, below the Lions average on assists, but still a good effort. Here's top scorers: Winterburn 17, Harrigan 17, Ty, Battle 8 points. Arlen 21 leads the way for the Riders. Yeah, Mike Hansen's with Ty Battle.
here with Ty Battle. Ty, obviously not quite the league title one, but a big step. How pleased are you with that win?
We're so happy just to get another win on the belt. We're not done yet, so we're done when we win regular season and then the Tournament Champions. So we're just happy to get this win under the belt.
And obviously, Ashley Arlen got going in the first half. What were the adjustments in the locker room to really slow down that Leicester front court in the second half?
Our coach Stella gave us a really great game plan for this team, and I think we all just needed to stick to it, and once we stuck to it, I think it showed with the score.
And then, obviously, it was that defensive effort led by you, a big role stepping into the starting lineup today. How pleased are you with this team as you build towards the playoffs?
I think I'm so happy that our team just trusts everyone. Anyone that needs to step up, our team is really just trusting each other, and I think it shows when we play together.
And obviously, the last word about the crowd today, just over 1,000 in, made a big difference.
I think when we have fans, it makes it feel homey. So I think we're very excited to have fans this season.
Well, Ty, we'll let you go and get posed down. Good, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Okay, great to hear from Ty Battle. Such a solid game today for her. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, just a couple of points and rebounds away from a double-double. But good minutes for her, over 30 minutes played. Just shows the strength and depth of this London Lions team, who are so close to claiming another WBBL championship trophy. And they've done it in style in the second half especially, and plays like that with Kiki Herbert-Harrigan running the floor, catching and finishing. Holly Winterburn being introduced to the crowd and as the game MVP, and Mike's back from interviewing Ty, and good to speak to Ty Battle and hear her thoughts on the game.
Yeah, again, and we kind of alluded to it. She's the one that goes under the radar, but really keeps this team together. And again, she did a terrific defensive job on Arlen and Brown. They had decent games, but the Lions just slowed them down consistently, and it's that defensive effort that really swung the game.
Yeah, and we just see Sensina hitting one of her threes. We're so used to seeing her just knocking shot down after shot, but other players stepped up, and there's Beckford Norton with a nice three-pointer to sort of finishing things off.
Yeah, so I say but it's Holly Winterburn that obviously glued that together. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and it's great to see her take another step, because obviously Lions is one thing, but we know we've got coming a Eurobasket in the summer, and that GB success will be vital.
Yeah, a lot of those GB players were on view and throughout the WBBL. But London Lions haven't been able to win the championship today. Can they beat the Gladiators on their home floor? That's going to be a massive matchup, especially after what happened here.
I mean, it's one that everyone should tune into, that's for sure. Obviously, Caledonia winning down in the copper box, but really going through that, and Caledonia playing really well, so that'll be a really fun matchup. I expect London, with the quality they're showing on the defensive end, to clinch it before they come back to Oaklands next weekend. Okay,
well, we're just about done here. London Lions played for the pride of London. They won They've won this game 76-52. They go again on Wednesday in Scotland. Goodbye from me and Mike Hansen.
Never take a single risk. Let opportunities pass you by. Or you can show up. Show people what makes you powerful. What brings you peace. Let them really see you. Own it.